Will you make sure your brother's not online, please?
Hey, yo, it's your boy Caleko. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I've got this microphone rubbing on my neck for those people I'm forgetting the name again, Instagram land. Instagram is so important to most people, I shouldn't be forgetting the name right off the top of my head. But as I look at the screen for Instagram and look at the screen for YouTube, I say that on a live stream, Instagram has a much better quality of live stream. I have my live stream set up to be streaming in 1080p, but this is once again through the YouTube phone app, and right now I have you guys on an iPhone 8 Plus, and then on the Instagram feed is on an iPhone 6. And looking at the two screens, the iPhone 6 is kicking the iPhone 8's ass in the live stream. But from what I understand, the sacrifice in that is that YouTube's live stream is immediate and as instantaneous as possible, and Instagram's live stream is anywhere from 30 seconds to possibly 3 minutes behind. So that's what people have told me. I don't know exactly how true that is. That's just off of, once again, me being told that from our last live stream, or live stream before last, and from talking to other people since then. So the reality is that if I was doing these only on Instagram, if there was no lag, the video would be at the same time. You should have got an email about that, Mike. At the same time, I shouldn't have interrupted myself. I lost my train of thought. Now all I'm thinking about is shipping. I was talking about the feed and stuff like that. I'm working on not working off of phones anymore. I have software, and I have a camera on the way, and I'm probably going to buy a 1080p webcam and see about maybe a couple more of those, and check out this computer software to where I'm not running on the on the mobile application, that's running through the iOS store and and YouTube's mobile app. So that might make the overall live stream much better when I do that. Whereas for Instagram, I don't even think that's possible. Now that I got my train of thought back. So I'll go through the comments real quick over here on YouTube. And I have this rock to put out there. And I wish I could take a picture of how I have all this set up, because I have figured out the whole 3-angle in a short span setup with my tripods all like sitting up on each other, and the legs are all interlocking and stuff like that. This is a pretty cool specimen. I'll probably put up for auction a little bit later. Came out the ground. I've only polished this up on my pant leg, and I took a toothbrush to it for a minute. It's super cool. The fire agate that's on top of it, as you can see, is about the size of my thumbnail. And actually, there's a little bit more right here going into the matrix. Cool piece I figured I'd kill some time with. You guys saw this. If you're new here, if you're not one of my regulars, take a screenshot of this right here so you have, and actually if you are one of my regulars, you should take a screenshot of that too, just so you have it in the future. Even the addresses have changed on a few things. PayPal is miningamerica@gemdigs.com, and you can still send it to the old PayPal address. I will still receive it at both PayPal addresses. It's not a big deal, but just to let my regulars know that I have new email addresses, and I have a new website that I'm working on, and possibly going to be working with somebody else on. I meant to take a look at his proposal today, but I didn't get the opportunity to. So I'm sure you understand how that sort of stuff goes. Whoa, bumped in the camera. Everybody's over here saying hi to each other. When I pull something out I haven't had out or taken pictures of. Oh, what's going on? I had this thing was working really well with the lighting was doing really good here for a little bit. Now all of a sudden it's glaring on this. It wasn't glaring like this before. I wasn't having to touch the stones before I started the live stream, and you could see them really well like I have them in my hands. And I should get my gloves too. I like taking the pictures of the stones without them being in my hands. As you can see, it looks like a glaring mess on both screens right now. I need to just sort of see about maybe covering up the top a little bit. Maybe it'll help. Oh, I can't do it with that. I think that helps a little bit. Hello all, says Bob Hicks. How you doing, Bob? 13 people in the room right now. And that little overhead shadowing totally did help. It downed the light down just a little bit. It's where you can see the color in it, but it's not glaring out so much that... And then when I do that, you can definitely see the color in it. Bob Hicks says, don't forget to hit the like button. He's not wrong about that. I wonder how it looks if I move everything back again and give it that glare, but with it in my hands. Is it going to be... It's going to be better? So this fire agate looks like the main bit of fire is from this section up underneath there. You can definitely see it glowing back at you right here with a good green and a good red. Porsche Racing says, try a white background. With it shaded like this, that might not be a bad idea. And the whole thing white. Oh, you know what I forgot to grab? I forgot to grab my scale. Yeah, Instagram's video is definitely much, much better than YouTube's video, at least on my screens. Let me get this one weighed out. As soon as I can see where the heck I put the dang scale, I might have left it upstairs. I might have to run up to my shelves and find my scale real quick, people, because without the scale, I can't tell you the weight of anything. I can't guess rocks. Not that good. Not good enough to guess rocks. I can't believe I didn't throw it in this box before I brought it down. All right, pardon me, folks. I'll be back in just a minute. I need to go and get the scale. Sure the internet is, love you. Sorry about bouncing the mic all over the place, guys. On Instagram, trying to get this thing pinned to my shirt, and it does not want to work with me. Does not want to work with me at all. did find both my gem scales though. There, it doesn't look very good, but it's right in front of my mouth. Problem with my iPhone 6 is that the actual microphone in it is a bit messed up. $161 carats is what this one starts off as. Big hunk to start off with. Some green and orange on this side rolling in. More color hidden underneath. Who wants to start the bidding at $10 on this one? $10 is the opening bid. .508 Porsche says more clarity and definition with the white background. We will definitely keep that up then. I will buy a better white background. $10 says 508 Porsche Racing. Anthony Smith is in the house. He likes it for $10. 12 says Crit Cal Master. $12 is the bid right now. 15 says John Illard. It's only showing what's on the edge right there, but there is plenty of stone on this to possibly be more in there. I say at least that line right there. Minimum. That's my guesstimate. But we do get a nice brown over here. It only takes a little haze of that brown to have good color in it. Bid right now is at $15 with John Illard. If I don't catch another bid for about 30 seconds, and we will let this stone sell for $15 to John Illard. It's 161 carats. It's already showing some orange and some green and bronze in it. Those are the colors that it's showing so far. MDI Fabulous says $16 from Instagram. MDI Fabulous, can you please turn this on YouTube to make the bids? Unfortunately, I'm not accepting bids on Instagram right now. I'm testing Instagram at this point for the live. Would love to accept your bid, but if you can go to YouTube, Mining America on YouTube, you will definitely find it there. 1 minute auctions. And if I didn't get any other bids, John Illard, you're a winner. Unfortunately, guys, if you're on Instagram, this sale, I'm not accepting any bids out of Instagram. Michael DeFabio came in with $16 after I'd already canceled the auction. Sorry about that, Mike. Here, I got a beauty for you guys right here, though. Let me get a little bit wet. Here's a beauty, really, really, really good one with nowhere near as much, let's call it slag. Not slag's a horrible word. With not as near as much clear chalcedony on it. This is just like right down to the meat. This next piece that I'm going to have up here, I need to write this one down. Need to put it away. I don't have it even near put away yet. So if you are watching on Instagram, we're running a test so you can watch the stones. If you like the stones, that's awesome. Follow me on YouTube to watch all of the adventures. If you want to bid, go over to YouTube and you can bid there. I trust YouTube's time algorithm on when it's coming in and what's working there. That's how I've been doing this recently for the last little while. Whereas I've been told about the lag, and that's part of the reason that Instagram has the clarity they do, so I'm not accepting Instagram bids at this time. John Illard, $15 that one sold for. It's an absolute steal, but there is a good amount of carving into that stone. Let me put that down over here. Put you on the first on the crim sheet, John. Cool, cool. Auction number 1 is done. Now this stone right here. Minnesota Mike says, can't find me on Instagram. Oh, I forgot that part, Mike. If you want to find me on Instagram, I'm Gem Diggs. Have a new website, gemdigs.com. Since I have a new website and I was not able to acquire the Mining America website, and I want the Mining America brand to be a show and a place, I also want the ability to make other types of shows and content for you guys. So this is an absolutely fantastic stone. I'm gonna take a picture of this one first with my camera. Let me turn my... Give me a second, guys, while I line this thing up. Oh, I need to turn the flash on this one, though. Oh, apparently not. Camera is not wanting to work with me because I have it on the wrong setting. There we go. Cool. All right, now I got enough of those. I'll get this one weighed real quick. Twenty-four 24.15 carats, and it's all there. Like, you're gonna... This is a straight to polish carefully because it's got tons of color right underneath the bronze you see on top. This is going to finish out to be a startlingly amazing stone. 24.5 carats. Give you a zoom on it. Looking up this close and with everything the way that it has been, if you guys are seeing the picture as good as I'm seeing it, this iPhone 8 is definitely working better right now. You're definitely getting a better shot. $24.5 carats. Who wants to start at $1 a carat? See if I can give a close-up on Instagram. They can't get quite the same close-up you guys can. You guys are seeing all that color at that angle. $19 people in the room. 19 people in the room on YouTube. Nobody in the room on Instagram anymore. Except for Jason. Jason's in the room on Instagram. $25, says Anthony Smith. $25 is the opening bid. Make sure I give everybody enough time. You can see it drying out, how it looks in its natural state. Is that a little purple I see? Maybe a little fuchsia? Definitely see some red in there and some green. $25 is the bid right now from Anthony Smith. Let me get it wet. You take this one straight to polish, guys. This is not a carve much on it stone. It's got a whole bunch already on top. Great layers of brown. It's like a bed of saginite, maybe. Definitely see that red area right there on the edge that got polished into, and there's a nice green right there. Has the chat moved? It has not. $25 is the bid right now. Top chat. I need live chat. There we go. That didn't change anything for me. I don't know about you guys. Whoa, I'm dropping it. If I don't catch another bid for 25 seconds, I'm going to let this one go for $25, and that breaks my heart. I should keep this and polish it myself. I'm going to have to start the bids higher. This is straight thievery. Just polish this one. Ah, it's awesome. Nobody? Nobody? All right, Anthony Smith, you're a winner. Minnesota Mike, you're coming in after the bell. It's an absolute steal right there. Congratulations. And put this one away. It's going to be a beautiful stone. Anthony Smith. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Oh, where are my... There they are. Because I have 3 tripods set up right here instead of just one. I don't have near as much room to move around and do the stuff I'm doing. It's making me a little bit slower. I will absolutely get some sort of white cloth background now too. 33 people or 23 people in the room. Evening, says James Sankey. Grizzly 71's here. Very nice stone, says Schwenk Gaming. Hello, says Kurt Master. Sandy Brown's here. Alrighty, let me grab a stone. I have a frog in my throat. I should say an itch. Major itch in my throat. Oh, you know, I have. Let's see what's in these. I found a bag of Slaughter Mountain the other day just hanging out. I haven't even received any more yet. I just set on the side. Although for the way these ones look, I see why I set it on the side. Cancel that. The other Slaughter Mountains I have out are really good. Oh, where's that going to? What's this? Chat is all off, says Michael DeFabio. I'm here, says Nuclear Threat 545. Crystal Dig says, what's up? Thumbs up all says Bob Hicks, looking out for the YouTube algorithm. Ooh, that's Sandy Brown says hers is fine there. Nuclear Threat says his is right on too. This is another little preform. Some green showing on the bottom of it. Yellow, green, red. Better now, says Michael DeFabio. Let me get my scale out. $12.25 carats. Let me see if I can give Instagram that same view that I gave YouTube. It's not quite getting the same yellow and orange that was all lighting up this side of it, but it's probably because of the direction of the white light is actually coming from the other side. So, whoops. And I keep dropping it. I need my little grabber things. So 12 point blah blah carats. $15 says Luis. Luis likes it for 15 bucks to start off with. Oh wait, Crickhow Master said 13. Luis said 10. Then Luis said 15. I missed all of that except for the last part. $15 is the bid. Luis Gutierrez Jr. is in the lead. Now that I got it right and see everything that's going on. And being that YouTube is the sales channel, $16 says Crit Cal Master. That's where I have my direction of light coming. That's where it's getting the most attention, although you can see the stone really good on the Instagram channel too. $17 says John Kumpe. $17 is the bid from John Kumpe. Dropping the stone. Trying to not keep from dropping it while I'm moving it. There. Let's hold it on the good part. Gives you the angle where the color is hiding underneath the brown on top. Gonna be a nice... Oh, it's too tight. I'm trying to put it on my finger and the view is so tight you guys can't even see it like that. Beautiful stone, beautiful color, and the bid is at $17 with John Kumpe. And it's been stopped here for a second. Being that as it may, if I don't catch another bid for about 30 seconds, I'm going to let this stone sell to John Kumpe for $17. It's a 12 karat stone with beautiful yellow and red and orange showing underneath of the brown on top. It is showing color on all sides of the stone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In about 4, 3, 2, 1, John Kumpe is going to be the winner right about now. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Let me put this on the list. Congratulations, sir. Almost done. Sorry for being so quiet. Alright, got those 3 put away. Got a little specimen style, maybe. I don't know if you'd keep it like that or not. Let's see. It looks like it's got some purple and red and a little bit of green on it. See what happens when I get it wet. Could be a specimen if you wanted it to. Oh. Once again, on this top section, I would be real dainty about removing that little scuff section right there. I would just polish. I would go straight to polish and use the polish to remove that little section right there. $15 says Jana Clark. I didn't put a weight on it, but this has the little color shown on it with the... Actually, the fire agate in this might be bigger than I gave it credit for at the first. Very might be underneath that dirt clod and running into that fire agate right there. That very well could be what's going on. How you doing, Jana Clark? Get a weight on it real quick. $40 carats, just over. Jana Clark says she's doing well. 40 carat fire agate that the white background with the matte was really a good piece of advice. $15 is the bid right now. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds, I'm gonna let this stone go for $15 to Jana Clark. $16 says Michael DeFabio. Michael DeFabio got it in before the end of the clock this time. $20 says Jana Clark. Michael DeFabio says thumbs down. Go ahead and do that runoff anyways. Give it about, a long time from right now. In about 35 seconds, this auction will end for $20 to Jana Clark, unless you want to take this from her for more money. But I'll tell you right now, if you try, she will definitely make you pay for it. She is not scared if she likes it. Not scared at all. That one is not. 20 seconds left in this auction. I'm just going to set that down there and start writing it out because I do not believe we're going to get another bid. But I've been surprised and wrong before, and I can just scribble it out. But with 10 seconds left, I can get a lot done. So I'm doing that right now. All right, we got all the names written out. Cool, Janet Clark, you're a winner, 20 bucks. Put it in your peel and stick envelope. I broke down and paid double the cost of the envelopes to get the peel and stick envelopes this time. Need some more of my water. Let's see. I would say any request, but I know the only request is blue. It's like the flock of seagulls in that movie, the Finding Nemo movie. Blue, blue, blue. That's the request. The request is blue. Don't you get it? We want blue. This one is got some major stuff going on in the edge of it. And it looks like that's hiding under the rest of it. That's what it looks like. It looks like that great color is hidden underneath the layer that's on top on the rest of the stone. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, is the color that's on the side. Now it looks like that color is actually underneath this chalcedony over the rest of the stone. Get a weight on it. Get a weight on it. $22.45 carats. Oh, you guys didn't see none of that, did you? There you go. Now everybody can see that. Everybody can see the stone now. $15 says Crit Cal Master. Going to be a good one, this is. You can see the color that's coming out from underneath of the chalcedony. It looks like it's pouring over top of it from those edges. Looks nice like that. You can see a really good flash off of it. If you guys that are on Instagram that are watching this are interested in bidding, I'm only accepting bids on YouTube at the moment. Instagram is sort of a test is what's going on. This is the second Instagram live I've done on Instagram. The last one was on a photo shoot. $17 says Michael DeFabio. Oh, I'm sorry. 16 said Grizzly71. 17 said Michael DeFabio. 18 said Critical Master. 20 said Minnesota Mike. They all came pouring in one after another right there. Show you guys exactly what they're seeing on YouTube over here on Instagram Live. Both video feeds look very good right now. Might be that white background I got advised to put down there. Gonna have to get a professional style of white background. Rock hounding finds, yes, you can only bid on YouTube. Unfortunately, the reason you can only bid on YouTube right now is I can't trust the lag and ending an auction early on you. So until I can trust the lag and also Instagram Live not cutting out on me. $20 is the bid right now with Minnesota Mike. So you guys are along for the ride, but if you would like to bid, you can go to YouTube and search Mining America or even Google Mining America, and that's the URL channel that you'll find me at. It's your boy Caleko, Mining America, YouTube. Yeah, do Mining America because that'll actually take you somewhere. 24 people in the YouTube room, 25 people in the YouTube room. Beautiful videos on both sides. Right now the bid is at $20 with Minnesota Mike. If I don't catch another bid for 25 seconds, then I'm gonna let this stone go for $25. Hold that comment till the end of the auction, please. Good job, Modern Prospector. Jan will answer that right after this auction's over. Got about 20 seconds left. Minnesota Mike, $20 bid, might walk with this beautiful stone. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Congratulations, Minnesota Mike. That's a fantastic $20 investment right there. Fantastic $20 investment. To anybody new, in case you want to know, is this the right one? For every, that's the wrong one. And I lost the thing. I had a thing over here that tells you the, well, this one has a misprint in it, but that's close enough. It's still good enough. How payments are made, all the information you need. Take a screenshot of that, and this won't back up for me for some reason, even though it should. Anyways, yeah, that works. Let me write this one down. That was Minnesota Mike that won that last one, right? Yes, it was. Minnesota Mike. I tell you what, it would be nice to be able to pull bids from multiple sources, but it would sort of suck on one end that only people, some people wouldn't be able to see them. You know, if you're on one side of the screen, you're not going to be able to see the bids. On the other side, you're only going to be able to hear them. At the same time, the biggest issue is with dropouts is the fact that you can hear me, but you can't see me. Picking through some fire agate right here, looking for an alright piece that's likable. Likable, but not gonna murder you. If anybody ends up having requests for honkers, just let me know. Jana Clark said, Caleko, different PayPal now. Yes and no. You can still send me PayPal to the same PayPal address you were sending it to before. You do not need to send it to this new address if you do not want to. But this is the new address. And that is the new website that's going to be up and running here in not too long. This little stone should carve a nice little piece. I wouldn't even touch the sides of it. I just go on the top and see what it turns into. Working on the website right now. Have a proposal I'm supposed to go over that I never did make it to the email I wanted to. Whoops, I turned it on before I moved it. That's the wrong way to do it. Whoops, wrong button. I meant to tear it too. $37.85 carats. $37.85 carats of what it weighs on a scale. Looking at it, it looks like it's got a nice sized stone possibly running. Who knows how far on the sides it's gonna run. Might only run to right there on this other side. Might run much deeper. That actually looks like a saginite bloom on top of it. Yeah, it might not be. I might be imagining things right there. Anyways, let me back this up. You guys can see. Whoa, sorry about that. Earthquake. Oh, you guys can see what kind of color is going on in the stone. Let me see what the... Royal Peacock is a lottery ticket spot. Not everybody hits, but usually there's at least one person there every day that gets something good. Now, your definition of good might not be my definition of good. You know, all things are relative to the person and the circumstances. Being on that, who wants to give me an opening bid on this? $10 says Jana Clark. 20 says Michael DeFabio. $20 is the bid right now with Michael DeFabio. He knows his stuff. He's got that website that he sent me the link to that I have to go into my eBay account messenger and look at again. spd.com, spd.weebly.com. 22 says Jana Clark. I'm trying to remember it. I got most of it. I didn't necessarily get it in the right order. And he's definitely not going to be typing that while he's bidding. I know that too. $22 is the bid right now. I have my family members laughing at me in the background. $24 says Michael DeFabio. Should actually take a picture of this one with my camera too. I should do that real quick. That's not, well, that wasn't a good picture. It wasn't even in focus. Stupid camera. Of all the times my camera does not want to turn on the flash. $25 says Jana Clark. I'm actually surprised with how good of camera angles I'm getting on such a tight stone with 3 different pieces of equipment. $25 says Jana Clark. Got about 30 seconds left in this auction. If I don't catch another bid for 25 seconds, I'll let this stone go to Jana Clark. Got about 20 seconds, although I probably should give Michael DeFabio a couple extra seconds just to make sure that he heard that and wanted to let it go, because he has had those "it's not working for me" moments. Jana Clark, you're a winner. Yay, yay. Congratulations, dear. Let me see, get one more photo of this one. Actually, I want it to turn on its... It should have turned the flash on right there. Cool, cool. Let me put this one in your thing. All right, Jana, that one's put away right there. Now I'm looking for another rock for somebody. I have some like cool little specimen pieces like this. Now what I like about this piece is that it, out at Opal Hill, I'm a lot of times telling people about, moving it just a little bit out of your guys' shot so I can get a picture of it. Whoops, sorry, bumping you again. Earthquakes! Telling people about triangles and diamonds and how the creases in the rock, because of the way that the geology was working, for some reason in that area have created triangles and diamonds, and inside the triangles and diamonds on the sides of it is where the fire agate will grow, will end up pooling up. So I mean, it's not a rule all the time, but at the same time, if you look at this piece, you can totally see like an off-kilter diamond, right? And then sitting right along that line, you get the fire agate just hugging onto the crease of there. So I like this piece. I decided to save it instead of doing anything with it. It has a little bit of green showing. Maybe I'm imagining that. I thought I saw a little bit of green right here. All I'm really seeing in the viewfinder is shine. So we'll call it, I don't see any color on the outside of this right now. But as far as the specimen, it's super cool. It'll barely fit in your box if you want it. And I'll start it at $5, and if nobody else bids on it, then you can have a really cool little fire agate specimen for $5. And it fits the triangles and diamonds narrative that if you ever come out and dig with me at the Opal Hill claim, I will be yelling at you about triangles and diamonds. $5 says John Illard. $7 says Jana Clark. $10 says John Illard. And if you buy a specimen and it has a little bit of color on it, and you're scared to polish it, and you don't want to polish it, you can always hit it with a little tiny bit of epoxy if you want. Because if you're going to polish something, you can polish that epoxy right off. Just saying. Bid is at $10. If I don't catch another bid for, say 30 seconds, we'll let this stone go for $10 at John Illard. Super cool fire agate specimen with the triangles and diamonds style. which I don't know about other places because I have never broken as much rock in my life as I've broken as when I was up on that mountain all winter at Opal Hill. Although with what I learned about fire agate, being on that claim for as long as I did, I would definitely like to go to some other claims and break some rock like that and see if it's near as similar. Because from what I've heard of my friend out at Slaughter Mountain, it's nothing like that out at Slaughter Mountain. Nothing is like that at all. $10 at John Illard. What to do, what to do. Sometimes I grab a piece and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not ready about that one yet, I don't know. Here's a cool little piece. Let me see what this one looks like too. Ooh, that was when I told you guys I wasn't going to sell you guys. I told you I was going to send this out to one of my viewers. And now I think I've changed my mind. There's another one I can do like that. Shit, I could do that one too. Because I think what I'm going to cut for my peeps is going to be better, tell you the truth. That's just some of them. I think I can just let go of this whole box, to tell you the truth. Some of these are ones that weren't paid for. Some of these are ones that I had said that I was going to carve and send to my patrons. But the stuff I have in process for my patrons right now is like, you know, most better than most of the stuff that's in here. Already showing at least. It's like the colors that are there are like super bling upright and they're almost done. This is a crackle pattern red. And it needs pretty much no work, maybe a little bit of a better polish, maybe take out that side of white right there. Besides that, this thing is, I don't want to do that one yet. I don't want to do that one yet. But I'm just showing you what's in this box. I'm going to grab one of the weaker ones that's in the box. Before I sell these, actually, I need to take a couple pictures of them. That's what I should do. Before I sell the next one out of this box, I'm going to take a picture of it. This is a good one. We're going to start off with this one. We're going to start off with this one, and then we can do most of this box right here. Let me get some good pictures real quick. A picture here and there. Showing off this one to Instagram. Oh, I only have 1 minute left in Instagram. Instagram's going to shut down on me. Oh, bumping my other camera. Oh, the flash murdered it. And it turned the flash off. I had a great picture in my viewfinder, and then the flash went off, and it made the stone completely dark. That's really nice picture up front with a really blurry rocks in the background too. Had a really nice photo. You guys can't see it at the moment because it's being taken on the DSLR, which I'm not a big fan of this lens. You have to be just right with this lens to... But at the same time, even though you have to be just right with the lens, when you are just right with the lens, it gets some really amazing shots. All right, I got a couple of good shots of this one. Got to put it on a scale now. Cricket Master likes it for $20. $18.5 carats, and it should polish out to be really close to that. $20 says Cricket Master. $20 is the bid right now. I'm gonna start that 30-second clock. I'm thinking I should have started about 10 seconds ago, but it's all right. Disable that flash, show you what it looks like without it on there. Then hit it one more time with it. Got a 30-second clock on it. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds, this amazing stone will sell for $20 to Cricket Master. For 20 bucks, yes it will, yes it will. 18 point blah 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 carat stone. Well, I believe you're a winner, Cricket Master. Put that one in your bucket. Vote. Bumping everything. Wrong pen, too. Cricket Master. $20. Anthony Smith says he can smell a few that missed his box. Cricket Master says YouTube crashed, LOL. Sandy Brown said lost you for a sec. That's both of them. John Millard said working the last stones I got. We'll try to send pics to Facebook page when finished. Got some pewter casting to do first though. Pewter? Cool. I don't know much about that. Here's another really nice one showing some gold and red and green all on top. Who knows what's underneath, but that's what's on top. My buddy Patrick was just inside my live stream and then he disappeared. $35.55 carats. John Ellard's working on a ring and a pendant with a couple of stones that he purchased from me. See if I can get the really good shot on my camera, this one. What I need to do is be able to pick up the papers. Oh, I know, I need to do that whole beeswax thing I saw somebody else doing. That should have been a good shot. Nah, it's hella blurry. Need to get a trigger, man. I really do need to get a trigger. $20 says John Kumpe. 35 carats. Needs nothing to show how amazing fire agate is. Oh, wrong thing. Just turned the camera around. There we go. My other camera is washing out now. Really hardcore. Don't know why. There we go. Now Instagram's not washing out so hardcore. $20 is the bid right now at John Kumpe. He's got that top bid. If I don't catch another bid for 34 seconds, I'm going to let this stone go to John Kumpe for $20. Already colorful like this, pretty much just go ahead and carve the sides and the bottom down to the gemstone and finish polishing the top a little bit more, a little bit brighter. And it's got a pretty good polish on it. Maybe just get that little bit of white out of there, out of the edges. Maybe not. About 7 seconds left. This auction's over. Congratulations, John Kumpe, $20. Let's see. Got my buddy Patrick and Jason back in the other house. This one's got some red hiding in there. Needs to be carved out. And that looks like it's only got those two sections of color that are already showing on it. It's nice when they're already gemstones, but I like them to be a little bit of a better gemstone than that one was. Ooh, there's a really pretty one. Whoops. Dropping stuff, knocking stuff over. $18.60 carats. Already lit up and ready to go. $15 says Craig Cal Master. Better polish, bring out more of that green. Probably get a shot of it on my DSLR. It's got a really nice green tone. I'm having focusing issues. There we go. All the camera's bumping back and forth. Maybe not. That's a good picture. 17 says Michael DeFabio. Beautiful greens in this stone. $20 says Jana Clark. 18 says Sandy Brown. $20 is the bid right now with Jana Clark in the lead. Got 19 people in the room and 18 thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up, people. Helping your YouTubers out by hitting the like button and sharing their videos when they're good videos. $21 says Sandy Brown. $23 says Jana Clark. $23 is the bid with Jana Clark in the lead. View is definitely better tonight than it was last time. Instagram doesn't like the white so much, it's washing it out some. Got a 20-second clock I'm going to put on this. I should have started at the top of the minute, but I forgot to. If I don't catch another bid here soon, I'm going to let this stone go to Jana Clark for $23. Just to run it out to the top of the minute, I'm going to let it go till then. We'll just look at the stone all pretty like that. Definitely a much better quality of video going on tonight. I think it's dual the phone and the lighting. Good advice I got from other people. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Show this one off to Instagram real quick. There, now I'm going to end the Instagram live video. Cool, now I'm not going to worry about that other camera. $25 is Will Jansen. Did I end the auction? What happened? I forgot what the fuck I was doing. Did I sell this stone? Did I finish this auction? What's going on? I completely got lost because I should quit cussing so much. Because I looked at Instagram. He was late. You got sidetracked. Thank you, Jana Clark. Works for me. Got plenty of stones to go. $23 says Jana Clark. Instagram feed is over, so I don't have to worry about that being sidetracked anymore. Jana Clark, that's on your list for 23. Got everybody's crib sheet down. Oh, knocking stuff over. Right now we're finishing off some of my Really nice, colorful Slaughter Mountain Fire agate. $14.75 carats. Beautiful red, metallic red rolling across that orange sort of background. And then it's like a clear pit. You can see better with the naked eye. It wraps around there, and then it's like just a center that goes down, and then there's this bronze right here. You can see it. Crickow Master put in a bid of $20. $20 is the start. Has a shape to it. To me, it sort of looks like an old bong. $20 is the bid. If I don't have any more action in 10 seconds, I'll put that 30-second clock on it. So that gives you like 40 seconds to decide if you want to argue with the man over the $20 bid. 25 says Will Jansen. It's a J, says Jason Maldonado, knowing he shouldn't be saying anything till later. And then he backs it up with one extra. $25 is the bid right now with Will Jansen. If I don't get another bid in 15 seconds, then I will start another 30-second clock. So that gives you 40 seconds from right now to make a decision on what you want to do. The Guitar J Bong. Got 30 seconds. I got a 30-second clock on this stone starting right now. If I don't catch another bid for 25 seconds, this stone's going to sell to Will Jansen for $25. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Got about 10 seconds left. Congratulations, Will Jansen. Must be Will's first one. And for some reason, I don't have crits written down. $20 one, that's the only one, right? Yep. Cool, all the books are up to date at the moment. I can actually take all of these envelopes and put them in my little envelope holder thing. Now, oh, I know what I should have been doing. I should have been just taking a screenshot and posting all of it on Instagram. That's what I should have been doing. I should have been taking a shot of every sale. I should have been live streaming Instagram at the same time. I just should have been taking a shot of good stones and then posting those. Like this one. That's what I should have done. Because this is a straight up humdinger right here. I need to get this one on my camera. Getting camera shots, you can probably hear the DSLR though take its shots. trying to take a picture for Instagram now, but I zoomed in too much, and I think I'm holding it wrong in my hand. And the lighting's backwards. That's the other problem. I should have my Instagram camera right over top of the... Oh, well, that helps, but that's a horrible picture. See, this takes too much time. There, well, I took one photo of it and put it on Instagram. Time to go to work. Happy bidding. Love and peace, y'all. Have a good night, John. Possibly see you tomorrow. This one I'm going to put on the scale. It's got to weigh in the 100, 200 range. It's a monster. It's got multi-layers of color on top showing. $105 carats. Crit Cal Master likes it for 25. Jana Clark likes it for 20. I think we need to get a bit up there more. What do you guys think? Let's see what's rolling around on the sides of this stone. Nice even lighting's really showing us everything that's going on in the stone. You can see it with the same naked eye I can. 28 says Grizzly 71. 30 says Jana Clark. Plenty of banding. Great looking agate in general. 32 says Crit Cal Master. $35 says Jana Clark. Galaxy's a badassery in this stone. That's what it's like. Galaxy's a badassery. It's the name of one of my books. It's a fictional book. It's about badassery in space. I keep bumping the camera, and at that major zoom, it's like shake, 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 shake. 36 said Crit Cal Master. I missed that one. See it now, though. $38 says Jana Clark. 37 says Ben Dover. How you doing, Ben? Good to see you. I almost called him mate like I'm from Australia. Or as if I was drinking with a bunch of Australians. Ben Dover gave us that thumbs up. What do I see down in that little center right there? Is that a grapey color I see? It might be a grapey color I see. $37 is the bid right now, or $38 is the bid right now at Jana Clark. 39 says bend over. $41 says Jana Clark. I could probably put this on one of the cheap sales sites on eBay right now and get $100 for it right out the gate immediately. Probably no problem. Weighs in at 105 carats. Most of the top of it's already lit up. Most of this is exposing more color as soon as it gets carved properly. You can see it peeking out right underneath of it right there. Right there too. A little bit of tender love and care. This is a huge money maker. It's too big for your hand. Well, I guess that depends on how big you like stones on your fingers. Bid is at $41 with Jana Clark right now. For some reason, my bidding is not scrolling, but it's coming in. I see it if I scroll it. About 10 seconds, I'm going to start that 30-second clock. So if I don't catch another bid in about 32 seconds from now, this stone will sell to Jana Clark for $41. It's a song. It's a steal. They don't get much brighter and bigger and already showing than this. Congratulations, Janet Clark. $41. Janet Clark. Happy 4th of July, everybody. What are you going to do with your 4th of July? I have absolutely no plans whatsoever because I live in a tourist trap. And living in this tourist trap, this means that planning on doing anything for 4th of July would be a whole bunch of hard driving and taking forever to get home. That's what that means right there. Anthony Smith says level 2 fire ban. Janet Clark says, Will, you need to close YouTube and try it, start it again, buddy. You've got bad lag. Will Jansen just come in at $43. Yeah, it's sold really cheap. It's all right, though. It's sold to a good person really cheap. She's always here. Always on the front lines, man. This is like a cousin of my crackle pattern one. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm extra tired today. Here's an itty bitty one. Beautiful colors in it. Just finish it out and carve it. Give Will Jansen an opportunity to fix his browser. $22.10 carats. Excuse me. Big super yawn. Now you guys are only, there's that other red. I was gonna say you guys are only seeing one side of this thing flash, but to my naked eye, I see it flashing, rolling all across it. Now you can sort of see it rolling all across it. Needs a much better polish. Beautiful red in there, but needs much better polish. I tell you what, one of the first things I'm going to do tomorrow when I wake up is I am going to go out and purchase a white background, white felt background. Modern Prospector says a fireworks show through the window. I can understand that one. If we got on my roof, we could possibly see the fireworks show that's around this area. Although, if I really had money, I'd be out on a boat for the fireworks that are out there, firing them off. If I had money, I'd drive to Alabama and get a bunch of fireworks. Yeah, so if anybody wants to send me like $400, then I'll spend like $40 and drive to Alabama and buy a bunch of fireworks for my kids. But otherwise, I'm spending all my money on camera equipment and computers. Oh, Modern Prospectors talk about the stone. That's funny. I was just chatting and turning it. Oh, anybody want to make a bid on this one? I'll catch a bid on this stone in 30 seconds. I'm going to put it down. Yeah. Modern Prospector says, I'll shoot my eye out with fireworks. See, what you do is you show people some really amazing stuff, and they want to bid on any of your stuff. It's like it takes a little bit of work. It's a little bit of work. That's how that fire agate goes, though. All right, put that one away. Nobody liked it, and I didn't ask for a price. So it's partially my fault because I didn't ask for a price. 15 says Will Jansen. What's up with Will Jansen's lag? $15 says Will Jansen. He got in there right when I pulled it away. It's like every other time tonight. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds, I'm going to sell this stone to Will Jansen for $15. And at this rate, I would just say you should just let him have it since nobody wanted to bid on it before. Unless your lag is as bad as Will Jansen's. Everybody else is having a fine time of it, apparently. Red is a great color, and that is totally a red on top of maybe an orange or a yellow behind it. Anthony Smith says, next. What bag do you mean, bend over? $15. No, because I don't need to sell you that one. Why don't you make me an offer I can't refuse? I have a bunch in my bag that are not for sale. $35 carats. $35 carats and a little bit of work. These ones tend to be really easy to work with that. Like dark jasper line is what it looks like coming out of there. And the colors peek out, as you can see right there. You can see how that line sort of is disappearing right over the color, and then the color is exposed more. Windowed through, that's why they call it windowing on fire agate. See layers, each layer is a window, man. Will is on Ethiopian McDonald's bathroom internet. Yep, this is a fantastic stone right here. $10 says Janet Clark, $12 says Minnesota Mike, $15 says Craig Cal Master. I know this, guys, at no point have we even been in the real realm of prices on any of these stones as windowed pieces. $17 says Minnesota Mike. Every now and then we get to like the cheap price. But rarely do we really hit the, oh my God, price ever on a stone on this channel. Luis Gutierrez likes it for $18. Trust me, I get my flack for the price some of these things sell at. Oh, whoa. Anybody see what I see? Oh, I bumped that camera again. I know they like it. I know Bend Over talks about it. There was just like this one little, maybe it's just only one of those layers. Luis Gutierrez likes it for 25, but that is a very specific sort of sky blue right there. Just a little hint of blue flash, but it is some there, that's for sure. $30 says Jana Clark. Minnesota Mike says blue. Almost a teal blue, too. Almost a teal blue. Beautiful stone, only windowed enough to show you there's stuff in it, and then it was thrown into a vibratory tumbler by the homie out in Apache Land, Arizona. Slaughter Mountain. 31 says Minnesota Mike. Yep, it's a monstrous stone. Showing some color from end to end, too. 35 says Jana Clark. Color from end to end. Beautiful stone. The ones I should not be selling, folks. That's what these are, the ones I should not be selling. So far, this stone is showing orange, red, green, and then hints of blue. Bumping the camera left and right and left and right. $35 is the bid with Jana Clark. If I don't catch another bid in 30 seconds, I'm going to let this stone go for $35 to Jana Clark. 36 says Minnesota Mike, keeping it alive. 37 says Jana Clark. 38 says Michael DeFabio. He knows what he's looking at. $45 says Jana Clark. $46 says Minnesota Mike. Show you the ugly butt side one time. Roll it back over. 50 says Jana Clark. $50 is the bid right now. Absolutely gorgeous stone with huge mountains of potential in it. Because it's just showing off everywhere. Absolute fire agate right here, son. Tell you what, got a 38-second clock on this stone right now. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds, I'm going to let this stone go for $50 to Jana Clark. These are the steals, son. Telling you, boy, I tell you what. That was a horrible rendition of the rooster on the old cartoon freaking Looney Tunes. Yeah, that was bad. That was a really bad. It was really bad. Congratulations, Jana Clark. It's a fantastic stone. Said, pull out the ones you don't want to sell. That's what these are. These are the ones I didn't want to sell. I didn't want to sell these ones before. I decided to sell these ones. I decided to sell these ones because I've been going through my stuff, and I have so much stuff to do with my stuff that by the time I got around to these stones, I was just going to be like, upset about it. Did I sell the red? I didn't sell the Crackle Heart one yet, did I? Where's that one at? Because that's a motherfucker. Sorry, guys, but it is. It is. It's straight up bad bitch. That's a bad bitch. Oh, that's a bad bitch, too. That's a bad bitch. That's a pretty awesome piece. Where is the red Crackle Stone? I know I didn't sell that thing yet. That's got some pretty cool colors peeking out of it. I did not sell the red Crackle Heart yet, did I, guys? Nope, I didn't. That's not it, though. Maybe I did. That's not it. It's just another cool stone. Foghorn Leghorn. That was the name of the rooster on Looney Tunes. My horrible rendition of that. All right, this not finding this stone is actually starting to piss me off. I wonder if I did sell it, and if I did, it sold too cheap, and I'm actually sort of pissed about it. I should have kept the freaking thing. Oh, there's another Crackle pattern. There's another Crackle pattern. All right, I got enough stuff for you guys for the second. I can dig through all this again in a minute. Here. I did find that Crackle pattern. I do get sort of greedy over that one, though. Even when I see it again, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should hold on to that one. That's how I totally feel about that. My guts are like, oh, what are you doing, dude? $20 carats on this one. These are the absolute bangers coming up out of that box, folks. This is probably the weakest stone out of the next 2, 4, 5 stones. That yellow and bright orange you see, that is absolutely how it shows up to me, too. $20 says Minnesota Mike. $20 is the opening bid. Yep, $20 is the opening bid, and sometimes I just need to keep my mouth running even though I don't know what to say next. $23 says Jana Clark. That gave me something to say. Go ahead and do that 30-second clock. If I don't catch another bid in the next 30 seconds, we'll sell this for $23 to Jana Clark. Probably not going to happen, but, you know, just saying. Keep it flowing and rolling. And when I'm sitting there and I'm like, gosh, I should have put a clock on it, because it doesn't take long for me to think that it's been too long that I've been sitting there in silence. It takes like all about 5 seconds for my mouth not to be running in total silence, and I'm like, oh God, what do I say now? I should have already said something. What am I doing? $23 is the bid. I'm gonna let this stone go. About 3, 2. Congratulations, Jana Clark, $23. I don't think Minnesota Mike wanted to come back, but if he's having lag problems, say something, Mike, and I'll hold it for a little longer for you. All right, this one is a ready-to-go gemstone. Ready to be put into a pendant. It's ready to go. You don't have to do anything to this stone if you don't want to. You could basically drill a hole in it and bale it. He's right about the color quality of the overall pictures coming in much better, though. Beautiful stone. Bids are coming in for $25 right now. Haven't even put a weight on it yet, but I would say it's 35 carats range, which is what Janet Clark just put a bid on it on top of Minnesota Mike's 29. $35 is the bid right now, already ready to go. Gemstone, $37 says Minnesota Mike. Anthony Smith likes it for 35. 20 carats, 22 carats on the dot. I should be selling this right now, super cheap online for $100, but instead I'm talking to you guys because this would sell in one of my fire agate groups for $100 real fast. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. $45 with Anthony Smith right now. 47 says Minnesota Mike. I really don't like dealing with separate sales if I can at all avoid it. If I can avoid doing separate sales, I do. Anthony Smith likes it for 50. Posting auctions and having to deal with, or posting sales and having to deal with that and having to deal with this. And 53 says Minnesota Mike. I like being able to do it in one lump thing. Although I guess if I were to set up a store and then like say I only ship on Wednesdays, then that would make it work. $53 is the bid right now with Minnesota Mike on this fantastically amazing stone. Let me see what it looks like when I take the flash off. That's what it looks like with no flash on it. Still have a lit area I'm in, but it's not. Flash is not there. Put that flash back on. Boom. $53 is the bid right now with Minnesota Mike. DA Honda, he's dug with me before. I don't know what the 21 means. He's way low. $53 is the bid right now. If I don't catch another accurate good bid in about 30 seconds, I'm going to let this stone go to Minnesota Mike for $53. And that is highway robbery, folks. This is a gemstone already ready to go. 55 says Janet Clark. Trying to get me a Honda too. Honda 24/7, please keep the bids proper or don't comment during the bids, please. $55 is the bid right now with Janet Clark. If I don't catch something that's actually accurate in 30 seconds, I'll let it go for $55. Once again, highway robbery. Shouldn't even be allowed. Somebody asked me, sell us the ones you don't want to sell us. These were those ones out of the Slaughter Mountain. These are the ones I was going to keep for my people. But just recently, I've decided I'm going to carve better than what these have coming out for the people that I owe some gems to. $55 is the accurate bid right now, and this auction is about to be over in just a second. Congratulations, Janet Clark. $55 is the one for you. I am actually trying to, I want a Honda Pilot 4x4 is what I want. I would like a 2011 or better Honda Pilot 4x4 if I can get my hands on it. The shape of it is really conducive to what I want to do, and I've heard good things about them, but specifically the shape of the interior of it is, I could outfit it the way I want to. Janet Clark, that one's on your list too. Alright guys, I got two crackle patterns coming up right here. I have showing on top a heavy bronze crackle pattern with red, orange, and green, it looks like, peeking through. Maybe it's just red and orange peeking through. Modern Prospector said something and he retracted it. I have no idea what it means, but we're not actually in the auction, so you're welcome to talk. Showing off at the minute, Modern Prospector, so if you had something to say, feel free to let it rip, bud. Cool crackle pattern on this one, but the next one, oh, it's Anthony starting this crackle 35. Modern Prospector retracted. No, Anthony bid $35, and Modern Prospector Anthony bid. Okay, guys, I didn't catch Anthony's bid. I totally see that now. I can admit when I'm wrong, especially when you totally need to rub my nose in the fact that I'm wrong. So $35 is the bid right now on this crackle pattern with Anthony Smith. And since everybody wanted to correct me without anybody dropping a bid in there, I'm figuring they're like, okay, Anthony. So if I don't catch another bid for, we'll start that in about 35 seconds. If I don't catch another bid for about 30 seconds from now, then this stone will be sold for $35 to Anthony Smith. For the crackle pattern. Got about 10 seconds left on that. About 3, 2, and 1. Congratulations, Anthony Smith. You're a winner. This is a bad one. Will Jansen, what is your deal, bud? Why do you keep coming in a second late? What is going on? I swear when it happens like this over and over again, I think it's that I'm targeted. $35 for Anthony Smith. All right, I actually need to take a picture of this one, and I need to take a picture of the next one. I forgot to be taking pictures, and I should have. So let me take a couple of pictures real quick. Hopefully this battery didn't die, and it's just... while I take pictures of the one that just got auctioned, this is the one that's about to go up for auction, and this is an absolute emmer effer. Oh, it took a picture. Oh, go to auto for me, camera. Sorry about this, guys. I've learned my lesson about oh, auto didn't help me at all. It screwed the whole picture up. Stupid camera, come on, you're taking too long to get rid of that picture that's in the quay, whatever. There we go, now I'm getting a good picture. One more of this stone, and then I'm going to take the other stone and take a couple pictures of that one, and then I'll sell you this other stone, which is a really... Cool. Anthony Smith, I got yours put away and all marked now, happening as I speak. If you like that last crackle pattern, this next crackle pattern is absolutely nuts. I have to get good pictures of this one before I sell this one off. This is the hallmark of the one Bend Over was asking about earlier. Sell me the one you don't want to sell. This is the biggest, best one that I haven't wanted to sell out of any of them that have come from Slaughter Mountain recently. I need to move this camera down. That's what's going on. Oh. I almost wish I was taking a picture with my phone right now because this thing is not wanting to focus for me. It's actually exactly what I'm doing, and now I'm getting some good Instagram pictures real quick. It's going to be worth it, guys, I promise. Let me get one more shot since my good camera doesn't want to work with me at the moment. Nope, that wasn't a good one. There we go. Sorry that took so long, guys. So this is definitely the all-star of the show so far for the whole time. Who's all here? What's everybody laughing about? Anthony Smith says, I got to get off the DSL. Drago546 says, love your videos. Started watching your videos like a month and a half ago, and I was in Pruitt depression because my dad died not that long ago, so I watch your videos when I'm down, and you make me feel happy. Thank you very much, Drago. I'm glad I make you feel that way. I'm really sorry about your loss of your father. I can't empathize too much with the loss of a father. I never knew my father at all. I'm actually named after a dude that's not my biological father that was sleeping with my mother after she was pregnant with me. And all, you know, in her defense, she ended up having a kid with that dude too, one of my sisters. But I've been blessed in the fact that I haven't lost anybody next to me, close to me in my life yet. Crystal Diggs says you can always find a friend in stone, Drago. Minnesota Mike says they'll start the bidding at $40. Bendover says he likes it for $42. Minnesota Mike says 44. This is a deep red crackle pattern. I would do nothing to this stone except for maybe gloss it up more, if even that. If anything, these little white sections right here is about all I would mess with because this thing is so amazing the way it is. 45 says bend over. This is one of the ones you've been looking for, bend over, that's for sure. 47 says Minnesota Mike. Where you at, Will? This one's for you. He's always in there the second after the auction's over. 48 says bend over. Spoiling you guys on Saturday night. 50 says Will Jansen, the best of my best after the Slaughter Mountain. 59 says Minnesota Mike. Minnesota Mike retracted his statement. He might have been saying 52. The 9 and the 0 are side by side, so he's probably matching Will Jansen's. 51 says Minnesota Mike. Absolutely fantastic stone right here. Let me show you what it looks like with no flash on it. 52 says Will Jansen. 52 says bend over. 53 says Minnesota Mike. Put this in some gold and name your price, folks. This is absolutely one of those put it in some gold and name your price stones. Here, let me bring that flash back on so we can see what it does under the light. $60 says Will Jansen. Ask after the auction, please, Drago. Hold all your comments till the end of the auctions. In between auctions, I should say, when you see this stone right here sell, after this stone sells, we chat. In between stone sales, we chat. Otherwise, I have plenty of live feeds during the weeks. At least right now I do while I'm at home. $60 is the bid right now with Will Jansen. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds without any other comments interfering, never mind. 61 says bend over. He's still here. Because it is a name your price stone. 62 says Will Jansen. Back it up and I can give you a size. You can see how a perfect ring stone this is. Yep. It's a perfectly monstrous ring stone. I would literally just cut the white off of the bottom of it. That's what I would do. Cut the white off of the bottom of it, mount it in gold, and it's like a wow. Shaboing boing, man. At these prices, I'm still giving them away. $62. $63 says bend over. $65 says Will Jansen. Beautiful crackle pattern, just crawling along like lightning on the top of that one. No, I would more almost say like grip tape. Man, maybe lightning. That other one definitely had like a geometric, almost honeycomb shape. This one is a speckle, crackle, crawly, crossy sort of. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Fantastic stone. The bidding's at $65. If I don't catch another bid for 25 seconds, I'm going to let this stone go because I should have said this 5 seconds ago, but I had a feeling we hit a low spot. Did we hit a low? Are you still out there? Do you still want it? You should. This is the one to spend the bank on. You actually have to do no work if you don't want to. You really don't have to do anything to this one if you don't want to. That's the most you'd have to do. What do you say? Don't delay. You're going to be late. Congratulations, Will Jansen. You're a winner. $65. The time not to be late. You were there, bud. That is definitely the time not to be late. Congratulations. I don't like any of you for buying this stuff. I don't like any of you right now. That stone, in all honesty, I shouldn't have sold that stone. That's the exact stone Bend Over was talking about. But, boys and girls, Daddy needs a car. Daddy needs a 4x4 car so we can get much more better adventuresome videos with some really good production value. $65 to Will Jansen. Dragon's Eye said Minnesota Mike. Nice one said Bend Over. Beautiful said Janet Clark. Everybody's wondering where the hell you were on that one, Jenna. Modern Prospector. I like when you give people a suggestion on what to turn them into and how to work it, Caleko. I feel like it gives people more buyer confidence. Nice says Michael DeFabio. Everybody agrees with that, with what Modern Prospector said. I do agree with you, Modern Prospector, and sometimes I don't want to be wrong because I'm still a novice in this game, folks. I don't being that I know what a master looks like, sounds like, and what they're doing, I don't consider myself on that master level yet. So I still want I want people to understand there's a lot of room for me to be wrong in what I'm saying. So depending on what the stone is doing, that'll definitely depend on how much I'm going to say about it or how much confidence I have in the stone. Now, if I don't have a lot of confidence in it, then I am definitely going to let you know that. That's one of the things that I'm definitely going to let you know. If I think that, you know, this stone is only what you see type of thing, then that's for sure what's going to happen. This is a pretty cool one. It's got like layers of color with clear in between, it seems like. Shouldn't go for near the price of that last one. No, it shouldn't. 25.90 carats. $25.90 carats. Shrink you in a little bit. Lots of clear on the bottom. You can see this nice, well, to me it looks more like a red and a yellow and a bronze, but in this viewfinder it looks more just like an orange. Modern Prospector said, novice is a step up from beginners, so I'm sure you're appreciating the nudge in the right direction. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So this stone looks to me like the top of it is where the fire agate is, and there's no other fire agate except in the top. But this color that we're seeing on top is only one layer. There's more along the sides. Jana likes it for 20. Minnesota Mike comes in for 10. There's that angle you can really see it on right there. There's more under that line that's right there on top. $20 is the bid right now with Jana Clark. Will Jansen says he's going to make a nice pendant with diamonds on that last one. That one would deserve it, Will. That one would seriously deserve it. It's a great stone. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 21 says Minnesota Mike. $25 says Jana Clark. $25 is the bid right now with Jana Clark. If I don't catch another bid for 35 seconds, I'll let this stone go to Jana Clark for $25. I need more water. My cup of water is completely empty now. My cuppeth have runneth outeth. 20 seconds left. High bid is $25 with Jana Clark. Thank you very much, son. Got about 10 seconds left. Bendover comes in for $26. I just realized I still have a microphone clip on that's not any use to me at the moment. I should take this off. $26 is the bid with Bendover. Appreciate that, buddy. Way more than I need. Thank you very much. 27 says Jana Clark. $27 is the bid right now. Jana Clark will do that 30-second thing again. Got a 30-second clock on this stone right now. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds, I'm going to let this stone go for $27 to Jana Clark. Now, are Freudian slips just slips of the tongue, or are Freudian slips only sexual slips of the tongue? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I constantly go to say something, but my mind is working on something else. So like when I said that the 30 instead of 20, because I had a 3 in my head, or I had yeah. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I made it sound right the first time, and then I went and said a bunch of other stuff and screwed up my point. Congratulations, Janet Clark, you're a winner. That stone is yours. This stone's the next one up. Excuse me. Let's see what this one weighs in at. Got 20 people in the room. Michael the Fabulous says, sorry about the confusion. I have no idea about what. $28 carats. 28 carats. Through that window you can see lines of orange and green and bronze. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Bend over. Speaking of confusing, I still can't find your website. A ring and a pendant there. A good 2 stones easy. Bend over's Michael's website, I believe he's talking about. My website's not up yet. Luis Gutierrez likes this stone for $10. You know, I can't keep it in my fingers. Michael the Fabio likes it for $11. My website's not up and running yet. Working on that. Yes, we are working on that. That'll be up and running here not too long. $13 says Minnesota Mike. Although I will tell you guys, I own 2 websites. $15 says Sandy Brown. $15 says Luis Gutierrez. One of them is gemdigs.com. Janet Clark likes it for $17. $18 says Michael DeFabio. $18 says Luis Gutierrez. And the other one is going to be fireagateauctions.com. So I got 2 good domain names, but now I need the right people to help me turn them into what I want them to be. $18 is the winning bid right now, or is the leading bid right now with Michael DeFabio. Winning's a little bit preemptive right there to be making statements like that. $18 is the leading bid with Michael DeFabio in the lead. $25 says Janet Clark. She likes to put those big boots on and scare people with them. 26 says Sandy Brown. Sandy ain't scared. $26 is a leading bid with Sandy Brown. 27 says Janet Clark. $28 says Sandy Brown. It's back and forth. She ducks, she bobs, the other one weaves. 31 says Janet Clark. I keep having good questions to ask the group, but it's not until I'm in the middle of an auction, just like the other people that have something to say. $31 is the leading bid right now with Janet Clark. If I don't catch another bid for 30 seconds, I will let this stone go to Janet Clark for $31. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And while we wait to find out if somebody else is going to bid on this beautiful stone that's about to sell, anybody watch that show Glow on Netflix? Absolutely phenomenal. The second season I started watching the other day has been a little bit cringy, or maybe it's last night when I was going to sleep. Congratulations, Janet Clark, you're a winner, $31. So Glow is the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. Let me put this. And it's really campy, but it's really funny, and it's the first season was really amazing, and the second season just came out, and it is uber cheesier than the first season so far. In the first 2 episodes I watched before I went to sleep last night, but this show has really got me because it's based off of a real show that really used to be on TV back in the day, the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. So anyways, if you haven't seen Glow on Netflix and you're looking for something to watch, I say check it out, especially the first season. The first season was really good and really bingeable. My butt hates really hard seats. That's what I found out. My butt has to sit on a really hard seat too long. My butt starts to itch. Major itchy butt. spdcode.weebly.com. Bend Over says Johnny _19 blah 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 at Yahoo. Showing how to do it. Let me grab my other phone, folks. I can pull that up for you guys. I can give you that address. I can't type on here for some reason, which I think is really dumb. It won't let me type. But I just got to go to my messenger. There's a pretty one ready to go right there. Let's see. Actually, I think I'm in the wrong thing. I need to go to my other Facebook app. Opening my other Facebook app right now, folks. Close that. I just want to see the messages, stupid thing. Michael DeFabio, here it is. www.spdco. That's like Speedco, but with none of the, you know what I mean, none of the lowercase, the vowels. It takes you forever to figure what a frickin' vowel is. So it's Speedco with no vowels. www.spdco.weebly.com. That's our boy Michael DeFabio's website. www.spdco.weebly.com. All right. There you go, Mr. DeFabio. I got that one out there for you. Here, once I get on a computer and I'm not doing any more, face or YouTube application uploads, I'll be able to scroll that stuff over the screen. Working on all that right now. 11:45. I would hesitate to making an Amazon store with these kinds of stones. You really leave yourself open to a lot of chicanery and getting screwed by Amazon and by bad customers that are not really trying to be your customer. If you're gonna do an Amazon store, I hesitate to do it with items like this. Right now I do, at least. $15 says Anthony Smith. $16 says Michael DeFabio. $20 says Minnesota Mike. $20 says Janet Clark. You know how that goes when they mirror each other. Somebody changed it up real quick. 22 says Michael DeFabio. 23 says Janet Clark. 25 says Anthony Smith. 25 says John Kumpe. But that's just matching Anthony Smith's. 27 says John Kumpe. Already has a very cabby shape, doesn't it? 30 says Janet Clark. $31 says Anthony Smith. 35 says John Kumpe. $36 says Minnesota Mike. I think I need to come up with something else besides just says. That's probably why auctioneers have all those fast-talking words that aren't actually words, that are just like mumble sayings. Janet Clark likes it for 37. There's my other one, likes it. Now I'm going to start picking myself apart. I got to stop doing that. John Kumpe likes it for 40. If you do that kind of stuff when you're videotaping, like in the moment of videotaping, you'll never get anything done. I'm telling you. You won't like anything you do. You just got to keep rolling. Just got to keep spitting them out till you get them right. $40 is the leading bid right now with John Kumpe. If I don't catch another bid for 25 seconds, let me know you're interested. I'll let it go to $40 for John Kumpe. Some of those words didn't fit the way I wanted them to, but if you put some of the words and rearrange them, they'll mean exactly what I meant. Yes, they will. I'm telling you right now. All the words are accurate. They're just in the wrong order. Janet Clark gives a thumbs down just to let us know she is out. 2 seconds before I gave that clock. That's perfect timing. Thank you very much, Janet Clark. Let me put this one away. Mr. Kumpe, $40. I tell you guys what though, this whole, whoops, I dropped it. I totally dropped it. I can't see it anywhere. There it is. My floor is the same color brown as a piece of fire agate. Hi! I haven't even put the camera on me this whole time. I just realized it. I'm like, I haven't even said anything to anybody. Hi, everybody! So, these peel and stick envelopes, oh my God, I should have spent the extra money for these a long time ago. But really, honestly, what I think about is there's plastic used to make the, that's what I think about. It's like, this is why I never got them before, is because I think about the plastic that's used to make the peel part. So, yeah. Uh-huh. Let me see what I can pull out of this bin for you. Who wants a giant who knows piece? Last time this piece was up, it went in the $60 range. Part of the reason I never put it back out there. But tonight's been a good night. Everybody's been going after what they want, that's for sure. It's a honker, but it's not showing anything except for orange and red to start off with. But I think this was the 165 carater too. Excuse me. $236 carats. You guys can't see that, can you? There it is. Thank you, Anthony Smith, but my awareness is only enough to drive me crazy over the stuff that I actually do that's, you know, not changing anything enough. Like, I loved having my hybrid. If I could get a hybrid SUV, 4x4 that actually worked well as a 4x4, I would. But I really liked the gas mileage I got with my hybrid, that's for sure. So this one's 236 carats. Is my flash off? Yeah, my flash is off. 236 carats on this one. Anthony Smith says he went vegetarian. I cannot go vegetarian. I am a firm believer with Joe Rogan. After listening to him, I'm a firm believer in pure meat and pure vegetables as much as possible, getting rid of the grain out of the diet. I think that's the biggest issue. When I just eat meat and I eat lots of greens, lots of leafy greens, and lots of vegetables, and just a little bit of meat throughout the day, fair amount, everything's better for me. $30 says Crit Cal Master. He read my mind on the starting bid on this one. I usually like to start them about half of what it sold at before. Luis Gutierrez likes it for 32. This was a monster unpaid for piece. $35 says Grizzly 3071. $35 says Michael DeFabio. I'm sure Anthony Smith will clue us in on what he meant by that later. I knew it had something to do with our original conversation, not with this stone. I could tell that, though. 39 says Craig Cal Master. I don't know how a 9 and a 7 slipped into my brain. 40 says Grizzly 71. 45 says Michael DeFabio. 41 says Luis, but he's low. He's got to come back higher than that. Got to get at least the 46. Whoops, almost knocked my whole bucket over. $41 is the bid right now. Or if I'm sorry, $45 is the bid right now. Michael DeFabio in the lead. This 235 carat monstrosity. It's a monster. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Could carve out a once-in-a-lifetime piece. It's possible. It's totally possible. It's such a monster. Got a giant amount of clear on it. And if I don't catch another bid for 35 seconds, I'll let this stone sell for $45 to Michael DeFabio. My dog's waking up with a bad dream barking. Probably because my son's not laying there petting her anymore. Got about 20 seconds left. If I don't catch another bid for 20 seconds, I'm going to let this stone sell for 45 bucks to Michael DeFabio. 235 carats of lottery ticket. Humongo Lato Ticoto. All of that was bad English, trying to sound like some bad Spanish, maybe? I don't know, but it was just bad. It was bad. It was bad. Michael DeFabio, you're a winner, 45 bucks. It's a honker. First one of the mic. Night, Mike. EFAB. Should say the weekend, for the way it's been going, it's a weekend trip. No, I'll put you guys back there in just a second. So, you can see the light washing me out on there, and the light over here washing me out over there. So if I put my hands right there, it blocks it just enough. So you guys are here, like, really, really regularly, especially the people that are bidding right now. And to the other, like, 15, hey, what's up, guys? So you guys are going to get a little sneak peek on some information. I'm showing up in Portland, Oregon at the end of July, and I might be doing a little bit of digging out there. Not much, but a little bit. Flying out with my wife out there for some stuff. And if I can, I'm going to swing, staying a little bit longer than my wife and traveling out to Plush and traveling back and maybe playing a show called Boombox the Boondocks out there. So if you're one of the Oregon people, definitely hit me up at my DigIdeas email, which actually there's a new DigIdeas email. It would be digideas@gemdigs.com. And I might be hitting you up when I head out there, or I also might be letting you know when I'm going to be at Plush. And if you are an Oregonian and you've been thinking about going to Plush, you might be able to dig with me out there too. So that's the end of July, beginning of August. And I couldn't see myself flying 3,000 miles for only like 8 days and then flying back. So I immediately started talking to some people out there and seeing if I can facilitate getting traveled back and forth between Plush and maybe this party Boombox and the Boondocks, because I won't have any wheels at the time. I'm not going to spend my money that I make here, and which here is pretty much the money I make. I'm not going to spend that money from here, hey Sherry, on a rental car expenses. I'm just not going to do that. So I'll be lucky enough that when my wife does that, I'll be, riding with her. I have no idea what you mean by that, Modern Prospector, but I'm sure you're absolutely right. Absolutely sure you're absolutely right. He says, keep it weird in Portland. That's the plan, but they stole it. Janet Clark says, no politics, please. Yeah, you don't want to get me started, Janet. I'm bad. Whole bunch of stuff I don't agree with. And there have been times I've thought about getting into political stuff on my channel, but I keep deciding not to for a couple of major reasons. Two of the major reasons I don't get into a lot of political stuff on my channel is that I don't have a truly informed view on a lot of those things. Truly informed I don't have. My opinions are very valid on a lot of the things, but at the same that go on at the same time, there are some things I'm biased on. The other thing is that I have a lot of viewers that are really, really right-wing that just sort of regurgitate some stuff that they hear from the right wing. And when you actually get an opportunity to talk to them, they're not even as right-wing as they think they are. The stuff they believe in is not exactly what the right wing align with. But, when you've sort of chosen a side for long enough, then that sort of becomes the side that you're saying you're with anyways, even if they don't really agree, you don't agree with what they're doing. So, yeah, that's why. I stay away from the political stuff for the most part as much as possible. This is another one I was originally planning on carving. Never did. But it's not showing the major sparkly colors. Anthony Smith says, unaffiliated. Modern Prospector says, you risk alienating half or more of your audience with politics, especially in this climate. At least half. At least half. Are you kidding me? But here's the thing. I think the right and the left are both shills. So it doesn't matter. Like, here's my problem. I'll alienate 90% of my base. Because if you're really far this way or really far this way, I think you're fucked. Like, that's what I really think. I mean, let's be honest. Both sides are trying to screw us. So, I can't pick either one of those sorry-ass gangs. That's where I am, so nobody's going to like me. They'll be like, what do you mean? You don't like me or you don't like them? Let's team up and get him. Oh, some of this stuff right here, this needs to be windowed a little bit differently so you guys can see the shiny in it. Jana Clark says, fire agate, fire agate, fire agate, or sunstone. Yeah, the channel's not going to be going political. There's actually only one way this channel itself would go political, and I have a different channel that if I was going to do stuff like that, I would totally do it on that channel. I've actually had that conversation with my wife. But since we're having the conversation right now, if I was going to go political, it wouldn't be just opinions on my part. What I would want to do would be your guys' opinions. So I was at one, you know what, I'm not going to tell you the type of show I was thinking about doing, but it wouldn't be my voice that mattered in my show. It would be your voice that mattered in your show. So my whole thing is the opportunity to basically address what people think and show them what the reality is, regardless of what they think. Like, do research on it. So that was an idea I had for a show for a while, and then I decided I just didn't want to get in the middle of it because I got kids. There's too many fucking crazies out there, man. People are nuts. I'm not all there, and those people are nuts. Like, there are people out there that are nuts. When I say those people, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about another one of these shootings that just happened. Because, I mean, some of these people just have it in their head, and I mean, I don't care what side of the fence you're on. They're doing some BS right now. It's nuts. The whole world is nuts. I'm crazy, and the whole world is nuts. Yeah, what he said, science isn't up for debate. Actually, that's exactly what science is, isn't it? Isn't that exactly what science is? Alrighty. Now that I went off initially on facts, that's what it was going to be about, facts. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Now, this stone is good to show you guys what I talk about when I say, you know, this is not the actual colors we're probably going to get. Yes and no, Modern Prospector. With what he said, now I totally want to address what Modern Prospector said, okay? Modern Prospector said it's a bad situation perpetuated mostly by the media. And he's right. Biased on one side or the other. At some point in time, the media decided that it's okay for their people on news channels to pick a side and completely go at a story from that side. And in my opinion, that's completely wrong, and that's not what the news is there for. They should not be allowed to do that. That's not what they're there for. They are there to convey the truth and the reality of a situation to the unbeknownst public. That's what they're there for. This bias BS that's going on all sides pisses me off. It pisses me off on Fox. It pisses me off on TYT. It pisses me off everywhere. The one guy that's not pissing me off right now in the news is Philip DeFranco. He's the only guy that's not pissing me off in the news right now. Because he's so central on his thought processes, and I don't agree with this guy on all the time, but he's not completely slanted. Now, he calls people assholes, and he calls them out on their shit, and I really appreciate that, and that's not having a slant. And he does give his opinions on certain things, but if you listen to his opinion, it's not an agenda-driven opinion, and that's what really pisses me off. These agenda-driven opinions, and then these great people that I keep meeting throughout time and on Facebook and in writing and in this atmosphere that have been washed. And when I say washed, I mean they're just regurgitating stuff that they hear. There are some beautiful people whose minds are sort of confused right now, and the problem is that whether you're on the left or whether you're on the right, both sides are just trying to keep you confused, and that pisses me off more than anything else, and now I'm done. I'm over this rant. Do you see how I'm non-political? Oh, Anthony Smith says, I'm pissed too. Sandy Brown says, watch Q. We the People says Sandy Brown. Bendover says, so we are talking politics. Jana Clark says, I'm out. Bye. Oh, verbal diarrhea, my opinion doesn't matter. Oh, hurt my feelings. Divide and conquer, it absolutely works. It absolutely works. Well, the problem is that things need to be actually dealt with on the scenario that matters. That's about it. So what I was talking about earlier with this stone is what you'll see is that the brown gone through. Do I have not my flash on? See, I turned it around again. Shaking camera. Ah. Better star. What's better star? Oh. Crick Cal Master says $25. If you don't think there's politics in every section of your life, you're a fool, sir. There's politics in every section of your life, even mining. We have to deal with politics all of the time. I have to deal with politics in the state all the time. Michael DeFabio likes it for 26. We're dealing with politics from the BLM right now as we speak. There's constant politics in this stuff. $26 from Michael DeFabio is the bid. If you guys think that I'm not affected by politics, you guys are insanely wrong. Like, you're so wrong. Like, it's just not on the presidential level. I have an emerald mine, son, he said. Crick Cal Master likes it for 28. Trust me on this, man. These guys that work with the state agencies, they're constantly politicking everybody around them so that they can keep their jobs relevant. Like, that's what's going on. $28 is the bid with Crick Cal Master, and the screen keeps shaking violently because I keep scrolling it and my knee keeps bumping the table. $28 is the bid right now. If I don't catch another bid in, 45 seconds. So I'll do that whole thing in like 10 more seconds. And do that in right now. So if I don't catch another bid in 30 seconds, we're going to let this stone go for $28 to Crick Cal Master. I mean, you guys have to understand how all of this stuff sort of rolls into each other too. I'm covering a story right now that I'm waiting for more information to come in on, but there was a shooting recently on BLM land involved with a recreational person and a BLM officer. Politics matter to all of us. Trust me. Trust me, they matter, especially right now in this climate. People are getting shot on recreational vehicles, on recreational land by public officers. Unarmed people. Like, dude, what's going on right now? Like, really? That affects me, that affects you, that affects me, that affects you, that affects everybody that goes out to the places and digs for stuff like this, because that's public land, son. Like, Jesus. The whole politic thing, and I try to stay away from politics. That's why I completely, I didn't even talk about anybody specifically. I talked about what pisses me off with the news media, and they're not politics. They're providing a service which is actually paid for by our government, so. $28 to Crick Cal Master. By the way, guys, Whoops, wrong way. That shooting I just talked about, that shooting's in my backyard. Look it up. Riverside County. That's where this mine is at. That's where this mine is at, guys. This mine right here, a lady just got shot out there. Now, there's not enough information to really do a story on it yet, but I've had people contact me about it and tell me about it, and then I got the press release from my American Mining Rights. And if you are on Facebook and you follow American Mining Rights, what you're going to find out is that there is constant politicking going on in the mining industries all over the United States right now. There is this push inside the United States mining industries to try and bring to light some of the situations that minerals in other countries are coming out of. So, the fact that cobalt and stuff like that specifically is being mined by children of 4 to 15 years old, and the American Mining Rights is using this information to try and basically get it to where they're using Americans to mine this stuff using state-of-the-art equipment instead of sending, 4 to 16-year-old kids into holes to mine this stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff going on. Has to do with the channel too. But those are two of the things right now that I have my ear to that I've been thinking about doing a video on, especially with the woman that got shot out there. But I have a contact inside of Riverside County, so I contacted him, and I'm waiting to get their view of things before I just put out, because the press release that was put out was not that great. Well, I think we picked the best of the best out of this Slaughter Mountain box. Still got some good stuff in here, but it could really use a little bit of a window better. How you doing, Brandon Twinning? Monstrous piece right here, but it's just, oh, well, it's got that great shine in the top corner. I guess that's proof it's got some great color in it, but I'm not really sure about this piece. I got this one right here, and it is a monster notch, but it's the top that's really... Stop vibrating the camera. That's where you can see that peeking through that one section. Have a good night, Michael. Well, I have peeled through most of the stuff that is in the pile for Slaughter Mountain. Let me put these in the sold section so I can go through those on Monday. Let's see. What time is it? 12:30. We'll make this the last stone of the night, and then we'll come back for more tomorrow, 9:30. I got a nice one right here, pre-shaped, pre-formed. $14.85 carats. $14.25 carats. This is an Opal Hill piece. Preformed. Not a lot of carving to get it to do what you want. Last stone of the night for me, and then we'll be back at 9:30 tomorrow to finish this week's sales off. I'm about starving right now. I skipped dinner and it's like midnight out here. $15 says Crit Cal Master. Let's say dumb is in moments and stupid is for a lifetime. That's what I like to say. So everybody can be a dumbass, you know what I'm saying? That's the way that goes in my house. $15 is the bid right now on this stone with Crit Cal Master. At the same time, I'm also a big believer in that ignorance is completely and totally forgivable, because ignorance is the lack of knowledge. It's not knowing something. So if you make a mistake because you didn't know, it's an honest mistake. Whereas when you know and you do it anyways, well, that's just stupid. Know what I'm saying? So knowing and doing it anyways is stupid, but not knowing is just ignorance, and ignorance is excusable. At the same time, I grew up in this really hooded neighborhood. $17 is a top bid right now with Will Jansen. Last stone of the night. I grew up in this really hooded neighborhood. I mean, really, really ghetto. And when I was a very young teenager, these kids would always get so pissed off and use the word ignorant. You ignorant. Man, you ignorant. I'm like, you mean stupid. And they would get so pissed off. You could call these people stupid and they would not care, but you called them ignorant and they would come unglued and they would want to fight about it. I mean, really want to fight. And they're just so stupid because they didn't want to learn. But it was a bad neighborhood. It was a really bad neighborhood. $17 the top bid with Will Jansen. I'm going to let this stone go in about 30 seconds. Last stone of the night. We've had a really good night. We've given away some amazing stones. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. The last of my Slaughter Mountain pack that I haven't carved just went out today. I'm not getting any in for a little while because I need to get a car. So I need to sort of keep the profits in-house. And when I was getting everything for Slaughter Mountain, I was sending half of it away, which my buddy, my Indian friend, my Native American Apache friend really appreciates that. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Will Jansen, you're a winner. I've been talking through the whole time, just blah, 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 mouthing it. $17 to you, Will. That's a good one. It's an easy one. All right, I got the bin half full. Hello. I can show you the photography area. The photography area. Jason Maldonado asked if I'm dropping a DJ video tomorrow. It wasn't the plan, but the oh, there we go. That's how we need to do it. The Pioneer is sold. It should be selling actually right now. As a matter of fact, let me look at my eBay auctions. I know the car's sold. Everything should have sold. It was all no reserve auctions, which sometimes I think I'm an idiot for doing that sort of stuff. Which in moments, yeah. So let's see what I sold. Whoa, we got higher than I thought I would. Yep, the DJ mixer sold, and the car sold, and the mixer sold for $200 less than I would have liked it to have sold for, but that's the way that ball bounces right there. So that helps, but not really. Money is already spoken for type of thing. I still owed a little bit on something that I need to finish paying back. So that doesn't really matter. It's neither here nor there. At the same time, I traded my DJ equipment. So I have new DJ equipment coming. It's on order. Stuff that I'm going to destroy much better than what I have. But the mixes are still going to be few and far between and never saved on YouTube from now on this channel. I'm not going to save any of my mixes. Whenever I do a mix video on this channel, I'm going to play it and then I'm going to delete it or make it private. So if you catch me mixing on this channel and you like what you're hearing, you should put your screen recorder on it and record it while you can. Otherwise, if you like my mixes, Google DJ Caleko. I have a bunch of mixes over the years that are on there, and if they're mixes that I actually cultivated as a CD sound, they sound different than me playing live because I put a lot of work into those things, man. The mixes are tight. The transitions and the way things sound, and there's messages in the music and stuff like that. So if you're really into electronic music, you should check out some of my mixes on SoundCloud because I put a lot of time and effort into them. And as far as electronic scene is, they're cultivated well. Modern Prospect says, what is it, ColecoVision? Just type in DJ Caleko. That should get you there. On SoundCloud, it's DJ Caleko. You know, because that's what it was when I first came up. Of course, I became a DJ because I fell in love with watching the craft and the control and the sound that the DJ had from behind the booth. And I never cared about the pop music aspect of music. And now I really wish I would have at some point. But nah, this is good. I'm good. Craig Calmaster said Willy Wonka. Jason Maldonado said, I got a couple good ones on Instagram. Yeah, I'm glad I got a couple of good ones and not just long videos. Start with an intro scratch. I for sure will, Anthony Smith. Thank you for saying that. Willy Wonka. All right, guys. House and chill step. House, yes. I'm not much of a chill step guy. I'm like, go, aggressive. Boom, boom, boom. Scratch. Rah! So I'm high energy, man. Straight high energy. Love y'all for being here. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 9:30. Same bad time, same bad channel. Peace.